Hi dear students, in today's video we are going to learn the Indian Parliament as one of our student requested to please make a video on Indian Parliament. So despite a busy schedule, so taking many classes, so I am not finding time to make a video, but on his request I am making this video. So yeah, today we learn. So Indian Parliament, the heart of Indian democracy. So we can say India is a democratic country and India is following the federal system of government. So we have two or more levels of government. In federal system, what is the federal system? No, federal system is system of government where the power is divided between the central government and the state government. So India following the federal system, not a fully federal country, but we can say it's a quasi-federal country. Do you know what is quasi-federal? During normal time, Indian government or India will act as a federal country where the power is shared between the central government and state government and to some extent local self-government. But during time of emergency, any emergency situation like India is making war with Pakistan or Pakistan making war with India or India is making war with China or China is making war with India, in such situation, any emergency, financial emergency or any grave threat to national emergency, in those times, Indian federal system will become a unitary government. So what do you mean by unitary government? Unitary government means the union government will take the control. Most of the decision, 99% of the decision will be taken by the union government. So we can say India is a unitary country during the emergency time. But during normal time, India is a federal country. In federal country, union government will sit in the parliament. So we have three organs of the government: legislature, executive, judiciary. So what is the job of the legislature? To make the laws. Okay. What is the job of the executive? To implement the laws. What is the job of the judiciary? To supervise the rules and regulation of the constitution, and according to which both the legislature and executive working or not. So this is the job of the judiciary. Judiciary is acting as an umpire. Now we can say the union government, especially the government of India, or union government or a central government or a federal government, where most of the elected MPs, member of parliament, which constitute the government of India, they are part of the legislature actually. The elected members of the parliament will sit in the Indian parliament. So we have parliament. So Indian parliament, the heart of Indian democracy, government of the people, by the people, for the people. As we all know that this is the famous definition which was given by Abraham Lincoln. He was the former president of United States of America during 1863. So he has popularly given this definition. Because what do you mean by this? Because in a democratic country, people have the supreme power. People possess the power. So they have the power to elect the representatives. And these representatives will elect their leader and form the government at the central level. Like for example, in India we are having 543 MPs. So in 543 MPs, the majority MPs belongs to any political party, for example, the BJP party. So they elected Prime Minister Mr. Modi as the Prime Minister of India. So they chosen their leader. So this Modi and form the government, and the president will call and they take the oath, and after that they will choose the council of minister and run the government. This is the simple setup of this government of let us say union government. So now going to next slide. So what is parliament? What do you mean by parliament? What do you mean by parliament? So parliament comprises three bodies, three people. Parliament comprises three. One is president, another is Lok Sabha, another is Rajya Sabha. So Parliament is the highest lawmaking body of India. Parliament is the highest lawmaking body of India. Who will make the laws in India to our whole union government or whole country? It is the Parliament. So Parliament represents the people of India and make laws for the entire country. Make laws for our entire country. Let us imagine this is India. So Parliament, Indian Parliament is stationed at Delhi, New Delhi, which will make the laws for whole country. What are the subject of the union list? So in the division of power in the union list, we have defense. What is Nana? We have defense. So military. So we have Indian military, Indian Air Force, we have Indian Naval Force. All this protection of this country from neighboring countries like Pakistan and China or Nepal or Bhutan or Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, any foreign country. Okay, they may attack India. So to protect this country, we need to defend ourselves. So for this we have defense system. So defense system mostly carried out by military, Indian military, BS, a border security force, and Indian naval force, Navy will work from the water areas, and Air Force which will protect from the air defense system. So this is for this defense, communication, currency, okay, and railways. Okay, all this will taken care by the union government. So that's what we are saying. It represents the people of India. Indian Parliament represents the people of India and makes the laws for entire country. And Parliament consists of three people, three bodies. One is President of India, Rajya Sabha, Council of State, and Lok Sabha, House of the People. So what I mean is that So what I mean is, because Parliament comprises three bodies. What is one is President, and another is Lok Sabha, Lok Sabha, People's House, and Rajya Sabha. It is also called Council of State. So going to next slide. Yeah. Why do we need a parliament? So, why do we need a parliament? Importance of parliament. Why do we need a parliament? Because parliament performs certain functions. What are those functions? Let us see one by one. The parliament makes the laws. I told you, parliament makes the laws for entire country. Okay, and represent the citizens. So, because India, as you all know that India has 146 crore population. How much, Nana? 146 crore population. Among 146 crore, there are nearly 97 crore voters are there. 97 crores voters are there. So these voters, these 97 crore voters will elect their representative. Who are there, Nana? So these are representative. Representative again two types, Nana. One is at national level. They will elect the member of parliament. Again, these state people will elect their own assembly representatives. Who are assembly representatives? Like MLA. So these MPs represent at the national level, at their constituency level, and this MLA represent at the state assembly level. So with this elected MP will go to parliament. So this parliament is one of the organ of which, Nana? Is parliament is the legislative body for union government. Which government? Union government. Which government, Nana? Union. UG means union government or central government or federal government. So these MPs chosen by whom? People where the people are located, where they are staying in the state. So state people elect the two representatives. One is MP, member of parliament. One is assembly, MLA, member of legislative assembly. So this is the functions of the. So what I am saying is that people elect their representative. So this parliament represents the citizen. What does it mean? Directly, indirectly, the parliament represents the citizen. So who is electing this MP, member of parliament? It is the citizen. It is the citizen who is electing the member of parliament. So this member of MP will represent on behalf of people. That is why we can say represent the citizen. And third function of the parliament, approves the budget. Because I told you, So in previous video I told you, government is nothing but finance. So what does it mean? According to Lillard George, one of the political thinker or legal jurist, he said government is nothing but finance. So what does it mean? Government, how the government will run? Government will run on the finance only. Finance, what do you mean finance? Finance is nothing but money, or we can say revenue. How the government is getting revenue? Revenue through taxes. Government is getting money through taxes. So who is paying taxes? It is the people. Again, taxes are two types: direct tax, indirect tax. Income tax is the direct tax, and GST is the indirect tax. I will tell you when the tax structure will come. I will explain you. So people are paying taxes, and government is getting revenue. So for this, government got money, but who has to approve to the government? Who is spending money? It's the government. But who has to approve? It's the parliament has to approve. Suppose Modi government want 1 lakh crore to spend on the bullet train, There now the bullet train is establishing, the construction is going on from Bombay to Ahmedabad. It nearly 1 lakh crore project. Who has approved that? It is the parliament. So parliament approves the budget for union government. There are two type of budgets now. One is for union budget, another is state budget. State budget is the domain of the state legislature. So union budget is the domain of the parliament. So we can say parliament approves the budget. Just remember that. So one is make the laws, represent the citizen, approves the budget, controls the, and parliament controls the government. So government, what is government? I told you, Modi government. So a member of MP, member of parliament will elect the leader. So leader will become the head of the government, means prime minister. So prime minister asking money, but parliament sometimes won't give the money to the government. So it is, and they will question the government. You ask for so much of money, but where is the development? So member of parliament and the minister or any other people who will question the government. So directly, indirectly, parliament will control the government. So, and there is a discussions on national issues. Any emergency issues are there, any national importance is there. Now in the Assam floods are going on. Then earlier there was the Manipur issue. Now, there was a terrorist attack in Jammu Kashmir, Doklam and some other places. Those are national issues. So parliament will discuss the national issues. Recently in Delhi Jantar Mantar, one student protested under the CJP, Cockroach Janata Party leader. Okay, they are protested against the government to sack the union education minister. So like this, so they have to discuss in the parliament national issues and protect the democracy. As I told you, parliament is the heart of the democracy. So it is the utmost responsibility of the parliament to protect the democracy. What is democracy? No? Of the people, by the people, for the people. Already we have discussed it. Okay. Next, moving to next slide. Also, what is the structure of parliament? What is the structure of parliament? If you look at the structure of parliament, we have president. I told you, parliament comprises three people, three bodies. One is president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So here, parliament comprises president and Rajya Sabha, the council of states, and Lok Sabha, the house of the people. Okay, and for your understanding, for your knowledge, articles, because we have so many articles in Indian Constitution. Nearly, when the Constitution came into force in 1950, we have 22 parts and 8 schedules and 395 articles. But as on today, we have 24 parts and 12 schedules and more than 495 articles. But which article says there should be a parliament in India? It is Article 79. What is that, Nana? Article 79. Article 79 of the Indian Constitution says that there should be a parliament in India. So parliament, we have parliament is the legislative organ of the central government. So we can say central. So parliament is one of the organ of the government, legislature of the central government. So which comprises president, Rajya Sabha, that is the council of state. Okay, I will tell you about Rajya Sabha in detail in the other video. And Lok Sabha is the house of the people, representative of the people. Next. So, who is the president? What is the president of India? And what is this? The president of India is the constitutional head of the nation. So, president of India is the first citizen of this country. He is the head of the constitution. So, constitutional head of the nation. So, constitution is giving power to the president. Okay, every actions of the government. Okay, today India made a treaty agreement with the USA, United States of America. There was a nuclear deal way back in 2006. It's called Nuclear Deal 123. So every decision of the Modi government or the government of India will take place in the name of president. On the letter will be there, government of India, president. So every decision of the government will make in the name of president. So main function of the president, he summons the parliament. What is summons, Nana? He calls for meeting. So all the MPs, all the elected MPs will sit in the legislature. What is the legislature, Nana? What is the legislature of the union government? So it is a parliament. So all the elected members of the parliament, all the elected member of parliament will sit in the parliament. So it is the job of the president to call for meeting, new session. So it is the job. What is summons, Nana? Calling for meeting. What is that? Calling for meeting for new session. New session means a new meeting. New session means new meeting. So it is a summons the parliament. then gives assent to the bills. So we all know that bill. So any bill, if suppose government want, let us say 20,000 crore to buy something or to buy military equipment. So it is the defense minister who has to introduce the bill. The bill is the form which contain every details of this project or every details of this subject or every details of the, let us say, military expenditure, military, military aeroplanes or military, MiG Air Force, MiG, and we have so many military equipments, right? So to buy those, let us say fighter jets, MiG Air fighter jet, MiG, and there are from Rossard from the, France, and there are some F-35 from the USA. To buy those fighter jet, defense minister has to write in the one form, and that form is called bill, and it must be introduced in the parliament. So that's called a give assent to the bill. So it is the finally who is putting sign on the bill. It is the president job. Next, can address the parliament. He can address the parliament. For the new session, it is the duty of the president to address the parliament and promulgate the ordinances. Promulgate the ordinances. What do you mean by promulgates, Nana? He will give some assent to the ordinances when the parliament is not in a session. Suppose government needs some money. Okay, that time government can make the ordinance. I want 3,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees. So without actually, how the government can take the money? Through the legislature only, through the parliament only. They have to approve, they have to discuss, and finally president has to give the answer. But there is an emergency situation, but parliament is not in a session. In that scenario, the government can take the money without the approval of the legislature. That is called ordinance. Okay. Then appointments of the prime minister. Who will appoint the prime minister? It is the president. So these are some of the functions of the president. Of course, he is the head of the military. There are so many issues are there for at the 10th basic level. No need to go in detail. So one is summons the parliament, give assent to the bills, can address the parliament, promulgate ordinance, and appoint the prime minister. And on the advice of the prime minister, president can also appoint the council of minister. Who are the council of minister? Like education minister, defense minister, foreign minister, home minister, environmental minister. So all this comes under the railway minister. All this comes under the appointed by the president on the advice of prime minister under article maybe 74, I think so. Next, if you move on to the next slide, so where the president will station, where the president is living or staying, it is called Rashtrapati Bhavan. What is that, Nana? Rashtrapati Bhavan. So Rashtrapati Bhavan, if you look at this Rashtrapati Bhavan, actually it was built between no need to discuss all these things. So Rashtrapati Bhavan built between 1912 and 1929. It was designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker. Who designed this Rashtrapati Bhavan? Actually, this Rashtrapati Bhavan is constructed nearly, which has 330 acres. How many acres, Nana? 330 acres and 340 rooms, and it's a beautiful garden and large halls are there. It was architecture and designed by the Sir Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker. So this is the brief introduction about the information about the Rashtrapati Bhavan. No need to discuss all these things, but I'm just showing you. Okay, and going to next slide. So Lok Sabha, I told you parliament comprises three bodies now. One is president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now we'll discuss about the Lok Sabha. Now we'll discuss about the Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha also called as House of the People. What is that, Nana? House of the People, because it is representing the people. It is representing the people of India. So people of India, that's the people choosing the member of parliament and sending to the parliament. So Lok Sabha is called House of the People, and maximum strength is 552. Maximum strength is 552, but today we have only 543 MPs only. So present strength is 543 MP elected members. And what is the term period of Lok Sabha? Nana? 5 years. And members are directly elected by the people and presided over by the speakers. Imagine this is the Lok Sabha. This house is called Lok Sabha, and where the MPs are sitting. How many MPs, Nana? 543 MPs are sitting, and here this is presided over by the speaker. He is called Lok Sabha Speaker. Now Om Birla is the speaker, Lok Sabha Speaker. So the entire Lok Sabha is presided, means chaired by the speaker. That was I am telling you. So yeah, we're moving to next slide. moving to next slide. So Lok Sabha, this is the picture of Lok Sabha. So this is Lok Sabha, and where here the speaker will sit here, Nana. Speaker will sit. All the member of parliament will sit here. Nearly how many member of parliament, Nana? Nearly all the member of parliament is a new parliament building actually. Nearly 543 elected MPs are sitting here, and we have speaker and we have deputy speaker also. So this is the no picture of this no speaker, presiding officer, Lok Sabha, and a bill related to taxation, borrowing, public question over there is a zero, or we will discuss everything. Now, next moving on to Rajya Sabha. So, as you all know that Rajya Sabha is also called the Council of State, and maximum strength is 250, whereas in Parliament, Lok Sabha, which is the strength of 552, but actually has 543, right? Now, the actual strength of this Rajya Sabha is 250. 250 member of parliament can be there, but actually 245 members right now, and permanent house, which is the Lok Sabha is the temporary house, which is there for 5 years only. But this Rajya Sabha is a permanent house, which will not dissolved by the. So nearly one third. What is the 1/3, Nana? Nearly 33% of the MPs will retire after every 2 years, and term of each member. What is the term of each member, Nana? 6 years. Whereas in Lok Sabha is only 5 years. So here 6 years, and presided over by the Vice President of India. And okay, so who is presiding? Vice President. Who is the chairman of the? Rajya Sabha? It is the Vice President of India. Vice President of India. But who is the Speaker of the Lok Sabha? Is the Speaker. But we have Vice President, Vice President. So Vice President will act as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha also called as Council of State. And what is the duration of this Rajya Sabha? 6 years. So every 2 years, 1/3 means 33% of the members of the Parliament Rajya Sabha will get retired. Okay, and so this is about this Rajya Sabha, and then next we move on to this. So this is the Rajya Sabha picture, Nana. So this is the Rajya Sabha picture, and if you look at this, Vice President will sit here, and we have member of Rajya Sabha, member of Parliament of Rajya Sabha, and nearly 250 members are there. As on today we have 245 only. So this is the picture of this Rajya Sabha. Next to move on to the. So what is the difference between the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha? If you look at what is the major difference. So if you see the different features, so what is the meaning? So Lok Sabha is called House of the People, whereas Rajya Sabha is called Council of State. And election, direct, they are elected, the Lok Sabha MPs are elected through direct election, so directly by the people. So this is indirect election, you have to remember that. Direct elected, directly elected, indirectly elected. Then maximum strength is 552, maximum strength is 250. Okay. Then present members are 543, present members are 245. What is the term, Nana? How many years they will be there in the in the house? 5 years only. After 5 years they will retire. Then here this house is a permanent, but there is a 1/3, nearly 33% of the member of Parliament of Rajya Sabha, Council of State will retire every 2 years. That is the difference. So this is temporary, Lok Sabha is temporary, and Rajya Sabha is permanent. And who is the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha? It is the Speaker. But who is the presiding officer of the Rajya Sabha? It is the chairman, means the Vice President of India will act as the presiding officer for the Rajya Sabha. These are the things you should know, Nana. Next, moving on to this next slide. So moving on to next slide, what are the functions of the Parliament? Already we discussed, I think. Function of the Parliament already we discussed. So make the laws, pass the budget, represent the citizens. Okay, already we discussed it. And so law making process in India. How the law is made in the Indian Parliament. In the Indian Parliament. So bill is introduced. Where the bill is introduced? So I told you this is the President. Parliament comprises suppose imagine. Suppose this is the Parliament. This is the Parliament. This is the Parliament. Parliament comprises who, Nana? President of India. Who is that? President. And we have two. One is the Lok Sabha. What is that? Lok Sabha. LS. You can say LS. And we have Rajya Sabha. What is that? Rajya Sabha. So this is a big house. Okay. And this is also one of the house which I have already shown you the buildings of this. So Rajya Sabha has the Speaker and other member of Parliament are sitting here. So bill, there are two type of bill now. One is public bill and another is a private bill. One is public bill and another is a private bill. You should know the difference between the public and private bill. Any bill introduced by the minister of the government or minister, maybe the railway minister or a finance minister or a home minister or a environmental minister or education, whatever it may be, any bill introduced by the minister, that bill is called public bill. What is that, Anna? That bill is called public bill. Any bill introduced by the minister is called public bill. Any bill introduced by the MP, member of parliament, is called private bill. This is the major difference, Nana. This is the major difference. If bill is introduced by the minister, it is called public bill. If bill is introduced by the MP, member of parliament, is called private bill. That is, so bill introduced. So bill, where the bill is introduced? In the Lok Sabha. Let us say Lok Sabha. So passed. So nearly, what is the strength of the Lok Sabha as on today? 543. If majority of the MP says yes, we are okay with this bill. Means suppose government want to buy with fighter jet, I told you already, 20 crores, 20,000 crores. And majority of MPs says that okay, we want fighter jet because there is a war situation is going on between our neighboring countries. In such situation, we have to have a fighter jet to combat, air combat. So for that, most of the MPs says okay, we are agree with that and they chosen yes. So then it is passed by the Lok Sabha. Then after this, the bill is passed by Lok Sabha with majority thumb, and the bill goes to Rajya Sabha. Here also we have who is the speaker, who is the chairman, Nana? Vice President. So Vice President is will chair session, and we have member of Rajya Sabha, Council of State, and bill goes to Rajya Sabha. Then from this, the bill goes to President for sign. Then the bill will become a act. Okay, then bill become a act. So then passed by the Rajya Sabha, then it goes to Rajya Sabha and it passed down, and finally president will assent. Assent means what, Anna? Put the signature. What is that? Assent means putting thumb, that seal and signature. Then it will become an act. We have so many acts, right? So like that, and become an act, becomes an act or law. I told you what is constitution? It's set of rules and regulation. So it become a law. Once law it became a law, it is the duty of the citizens of India or the people of India need to follow that law. This is the structure, Nana. So bill introduced by two people. One is minister, is called public bill. If it is a MP, it's called private bill. So there is a difference between the public bill and private bill. Mostly private bill will be rejected. Public bill will be only accepted. Most of the situation. There are rare occasions, very few instances where private member bill also accepted. That is a rare situation. But at 10th level, CBSE level, no need to go deeper. Okay. And coming to this next. So question hour and 0 hour. Very, very important, Anna. So we have question hour and 0 hour. So just remember, so what is question hour? What is question hour and 0 hour? So first hour of every sitting, if parliament today going for sitting, the first hour from 9 to 10, today parliament sitting at 9 o'clock morning. So 9 to 10 is called question hour. So first hour of every sitting, member asks, who are the members of member of parliament, will ask the question to the minister. Minister, they are part of government. So they will ask the question. Suppose in Delhi, so there was air pollution. They will ask the question, member of parliament, whether the ruling party or opposition party, they will ask the question to the minister. Dear minister, what steps you have taken to control the air pollution in Delhi? Could you elaborate? Could you explain? Because the people of Delhi are suffering with the air pollution. Day by day, air quality index is decreasing. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, these are the gases are increasing. And people of Delhi are suffering with the lung diseases. They are getting with the lung issues. And people are, as a result, many people are dying day by day. So in this situation, any member of parliament will ask the question to the minister. For example, environmental minister. So he has to answer to the member of parliament during the question hour. So government must answer. They have to answer. What are the steps? So purpose. What is the purpose of question hour? Accountability. Government must accountability for their action. Because they promise many things. We'll control the pollution, maintain the law and order, everything they have promised. So government must maintain the accountability, government must maintain the transparency, and it is all for better governance. People are questioning the government, minister. So where it is a better governance, what government does is called governance. So if it is good, if the government is doing good things, or welfare, or protecting the people, or creating conducive environment for the healthy living, these are not good governance only. Better government. Better government is nothing but accountability should be there, transparency should be there. Okay. So and these are the things now. Then coming to 0 hour, so start immediately after the question hour. Suppose I told you question hour start at 9 a.m. and end at 10 a.m. Then the moment 10 a.m. to again 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. there will be a 0 hour. So start immediately after the question hour. Members raise urgent public issues. There is a now in Assam flood is going on. Nearly many people died due to floods in Assam because due to more rainfall. So in such situation that is an urgent issue, public issue, urgent matter. So any member of parliament or anyone can question in the parliament only. So member of parliament, raise the urgent public issue, urgent matter. And let us say student protest also one of the urgent matter, need paper leak also. So no prior notice required. So here may be prior notice required in question hour, but here no need of prior notice required, and help solve the immediate public problem. So through 0 hour, we can raise the any urgent public issues and we can solve the public problem. So in this way, both parliament, whether the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members, plays a very instrumental and active role to ask the question to the government, and government, it is the obligation of the government to respond to the public needs, urgent needs, and try to solve the problems as soon as possible. Then India will become one of the best democratic country, because so government must answerable to the people, government must responsive to the people needs, it must be responsive, and accountability should be there, transparency should be there, responsiveness should be there. People are asking some, let us say people need water, people need some transport facilities, better transport facilities, better railway facilities, people need peace. So all this situation, it is the responsibility of the government to act on behalf of the people and try to solve the people needs and problems as soon as possible, and create a condition where people can live happily and lead a healthier life, and they can improve their standard of living. So this is the main intention of the government. Okay, Nana? So the next so money bill, as I told you, so very important. So money bill so deals with the taxes. I told you government will introduce the budget. No, during the budget also they will introduce the money bill according to Article 1111. Which article, Nana? Article 1111 of the 110 of the Indian Constitution. It says there should be a money bill introduced by the government. So it deals particularly with the taxes. How much tax government can collect. There are, I told you, two type of taxes, direct tax and indirect tax. So taxes comes under the money bill, and government expenditure, how much government is going to spend money, everything should be mentioned in the money bill. And borrowing, the revenue, suppose government is getting money through revenue, taxes, only 1 lakh crore, but government is spending 2 lakh crore. So remaining 1 lakh crore borrowed from the banks or any World Bank or IMF or whatever it may be. So sometimes government can borrow, can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. So this money bill can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha and not in the Rajya Sabha. This is the difference, Nana. So Speaker decides whether the bill is a money bill or not. Who will decide, Nana? Speaker will decide whether the bill is a money bill or not. Okay, and it can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha, not in the Rajya Sabha, because in the money bill, it is the Lok Sabha plays a vital role. It is the upper hand of the Lok Sabha because it represents the people directly. So on money, who is having power? It's the people. So Lok Sabha plays a very important role in terms of decision whether the bill is the money bill or not. It is the speaker will decide, but giving assent, giving okay to the bill will fall in the hands of the Lok Sabha. So speaker decide whether the bill is the money bill or not, and Rajya Sabha can only recommended changes. So of course, after Lok Sabha, this bill will go to Rajya Sabha, but Rajya Sabha cannot reject this bill, only can recommend the changes. But in other normal bill, Rajya Sabha can outrightly rejected also. But here in the money bill, because money is essential, to run the government we want money. So to run the money, to run the government we need finances. So Rajya Sabha cannot reject this money bill, except other bills also. Other bills can rejected it, but money bill cannot be rejected. So this is the about this money bill and all. And okay, I hope. So Parliament session. So we have 3 sessions. One is Parliament sit for 3 sessions. So we have budget session February to May. So government member will sit in the Lok Sabha, and this is the budget session. Then we have monsoon session July to August. Then we have winter session November to December. So these are the 3 sessions. One is budget session, monsoon session, and winter session. So 3 times Parliament will sit and discuss about the public issues and pass the bills and pass the budget. So these are budget session. Government introduce the budget and get the approval. Then we have monsoon session. Discuss now today we are in the month of July. So now sessions are going on now. So that is monsoon session during the rainfall, rainy day. The November session, that's called winter session. So with this I am going to conclude this chapter. Of course, due to paucity of time, I could not able to make more elaborative chapter, but for 10th class, this is enough. No need to go beyond that. So if you want to go beyond that, then you need to do political science. No, you have to take CEC or HEC and need to do BA political science or MA political science. Then you will get more knowledge about this. But for 10th level, this is enough now. So I think one of our students, I don't want to name it. He asked me, I'm making video, but I'm sorry if I'm making late video due to other classes and handling. Thank you for all giving this opportunity. Thank you.